There is a number that controls your life. It decides whether you can buy a home, whether you can afford a car, whether a landlord will even let you through the door. That number is your credit score, and what almost nobody tells you is that it might be wrong. Stay with me, because today we are going to expose how the credit system really works and give you the exact blueprint to fix it. Chapter 1. The Credit Score Trap. Let's start with what a credit score actually is, because most people get this wrong. Your FICO score, which is the score used in over 90% of lending decisions, is a three-digit number between 300 and 850. But here is what makes it complicated. That single number is calculated by three completely separate companies: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. These three credit bureaus each maintain their own version of your financial history, and they do not always agree. Your score is built from 5 factors. Payment history makes up 35%. It is the biggest single driver. Credit utilization, meaning how much of your available credit you are actually using, accounts for 30%. Length of credit history is 15%. Credit mix, having different types of accounts, is 10%. And new credit inquiries make up the final 10%. Here is the trap most people fall into. They miss one payment, their score drops 80 to 100 points, and suddenly they are paying higher interest rates on everything. A single late payment that happened 5 years ago can still cost you thousands of dollars today in the form of worse loan terms. The system is not designed to help you. It is designed to extract maximum profit from your financial behavior. But once you understand how it works, you can use those exact same rules to your advantage. Chapter 2. The hidden errors that are costing you. Here is a statistic that should stop you in your tracks. A study by the Federal Trade Commission found that 1 in 5 Americans has a significant error on at least one of their 3 credit reports. 1 in 5. That means roughly 40 million people are being penalized for mistakes they did not make. These errors come in several forms. There are identity errors, wrong names, wrong addresses, accounts that belong to someone else entirely, sometimes because of a mix-up with a family member who has the same name. There are account errors, balances reported incorrectly, accounts showing as open that you closed years ago, or payments reported as late when they were paid on time. There are fraud-related errors, accounts opened in your name by identity thieves that you do not even know exist. And there are outdated information errors, negative items that are past the 7-year reporting window but are still sitting on your report, dragging your score down. The bureaus process billions of data points every single day, and the system is largely automated. Errors slip through constantly. The question is not whether your report has errors. The question is whether you have checked. And the powerful truth is, you are legally entitled to one free credit report from each bureau every single year at annualcreditreport.com. Pull all 3. Read every line. Compare them. What you find might change your financial life. Chapter 3. The Dispute Blueprint. Now let's talk about what to actually do when you find an error. This is where most people give up because the process feels overwhelming. But I am going to break it down into simple steps. Step 1. Document everything. When you find an error, screenshot it, print it, save it. You need a paper trail. Write down the account name, the account number, the nature of the error, and the date you found it. Step 2. Write a dispute letter. You can dispute online through each bureau's website, but a written letter sent by certified mail is more powerful and creates a legal record. In your letter, clearly identify each item you are disputing, explain why it is wrong, and include copies, not originals, of any supporting documents. Pay stubs, bank statements, letters from creditors, anything that proves your case. Step 3. Send it to the right places. Dispute directly with the credit bureau that has the error. Also send a separate dispute letter to the creditor or data furnisher that originally reported the false information. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, both the bureau and the furnisher are legally required to investigate. Step 4. Know your timeline. The bureau has 30 days to investigate your dispute and respond. After their investigation, if they verify the error, they must correct it. If they cannot verify it, If the furnisher fails to respond or cannot prove the debt is accurate, they are legally required to delete it. Step 5. Follow up. If the bureau dismisses your dispute or refuses to remove an item you believe is inaccurate, escalate. File a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. This matters. The CFPB forwards complaints directly to the bureaus, who are then required to respond and resolve the issue. Persistence is everything in this process. Chapter 4. The Debt Escape Plan. Fixing errors on your credit report will help, but if you are carrying real debt, you need a strategy to eliminate it. And the strategy you choose matters more than most people realize. There are 2 proven methods. The first is the debt avalanche. You list all your debts and rank them by interest rate from highest to lowest. You make minimum payments on everything, then throw every extra dollar you have at the highest interest debt first. Once that is paid off, you roll that payment into the next highest rate debt. Mathematically, this is the fastest and cheapest way to get out of debt. You pay less interest overall. The numbers are on your side. The second method is the debt snowball, made popular by financial educator Dave Ramsey. Instead of targeting by interest rate, you target by balance, smallest debt first. You get wins faster. You feel momentum. Studies in behavioral economics show that the psychological boost of eliminating a debt entirely can actually keep people committed to the process, even when the math is not optimal. Here is the honest truth. The best debt payoff method is the one you will actually stick to. If the slow burn of the avalanche feels discouraging, the snowball might keep you in the game longer. But here is what every plan requires. You must stop adding new debt while you pay off old debt. That means building a real emergency fund, even just $1,000 to start, so that the next unexpected expense does not become another credit card charge. You need to plug the leaks before you start bailing water. Chapter 5. Building your credit fortress. Once you have cleaned up errors and have a debt payoff plan in motion, it is time to build your credit actively. This is where your score goes from damaged to dominant. First, credit utilization is your quickest lever. Keep your credit card balances below 30% of your limit, ideally below 10%. If your limit is $1,000, carry no more than a $100 balance when the statement closes. Lenders and the credit bureaus see low utilization as financial discipline. Second, become an authorized user on a family member's or close friend's account. If they have a card they have had for years, always pay on time and keep the balance low. Their positive history gets added to your credit file. This is 100% legal, and it can add decades of positive history to your report overnight. Third, a credit builder loan from a credit union or online lender like Self is specifically designed for people rebuilding their credit. You make fixed monthly payments, and the lender reports them to all 3 bureaus. When the loan term ends, you get the money back, minus fees and interest, and you have months of on-time payment history added to your file. Fourth, if you can qualify, a secured credit card works the same way. You put down a deposit, typically $200 to $500, and that becomes your credit limit. Use it for one recurring bill, pay it in full every single month, and watch your score climb. After 12 to 18 months of responsible use, many secured cards upgrade you to an unsecured card and return your deposit. Finally, do not close old accounts, even ones you do not use. Length of credit history is 15% of your score. An old account with a 0 balance is actually helping you. It increases your available credit and lowers your utilization ratio. Here is the truth about credit repair. There is no magic pill. There is no shortcut. Any company that promises to erase legitimate negative information from your credit report for a fee is lying to you. Everything they can legally do, you can do yourself for free. What there is knowledge and a system. Dispute errors. Pay down debt strategically. Build positive history deliberately. Repeat those 3 things with discipline, and within 12 to 24 months, your score can go from the 500s to the 700s. From paying the highest rates to qualifying for the best ones. If this video gave you clarity, if it gave you a starting point, then do not waste that momentum. Hit subscribe. We publish new strategies every week for people who are serious about taking control of their financial future. Credit Fixed is your channel. Let us get to work.